title. This graduate of the College of the Bahamas, who has demonstrated and continues to demonstrate excellence, I present to you Mr. Michael Pintard.
Graduates, no matter how huge your dreams are, in distance, no matter how far, no matter the energy that you take for the nights that you do, no matter how dark it all seems to be falling apart, no matter how rough the road may get, still follow your dreams. No matter who doubt that you could make it, let them criticize, but you stand up straight and take it. Jump life hurdles as they come, and crawling or walking isn't fast enough. You just run and follow your dreams. Your destination is worth the trip, so broaden your shoulders and take life licks. Stay the course and fight the fight. Through the tears you may cry, keep your goals in sight, and still follow your dreams. Avoid the shortcuts, they may get you lost. Avoid dishonesty, this carries a heavy cost. Compromises come with a price, and poor decisions may cost you your life, so keep your integrity intact. Don't let your past hold you back. Let truth and wisdom light your way, and renew your commitment every day. Everybody say, to follow. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are witnessing years of sacrifice, hard work that's paying off. I would like to say congratulations to all of you. What you've accomplished tonight is no small feat. The truth of the matter is, many persons started out with the same intentions that you did, but did not make it this far. And the truth of the matter is that you represent thousands of Bahamians who've never had this opportunity, and billions of persons around the world who never finished high school, much less graduated from university with a certificate, a diploma, or a degree. That fact essentially transforms you into a leader. You are, in fact, the pace setters in this country, and by extension, this region and our world. And to whom much is given, much is required. I'd like to congratulate all of the parents, relatives, and those that have contributed to the success of these young men and women, and to the faculty and administration that have organized, in my view, one of the finest institutions any of us would have had the honor of attending. I know for many of you, there were some challenging days and nights that others are not aware of. That you've had occasions where tears flowed and you doubted whether or not this day would come. For some of you, you've had delays. You've had to stop and start again. You've had to raise money and return. But isn't God amazing? For some of you, much like myself, you are the first in your family to attend college. And the truth is, this is a fact all of us should be proud of. But more important than pride is hope, because you represent the hope not just of that family, but you represent the hope of this community, and by extension, our country. We are here certainly because we are celebrating with you the wonderful accomplishment that you celebrate tonight. But whether we say it consciously or we think it unconsciously, we are also here because you represent answers to questions we have been asking for years that we have not yet been able to answer. We are here because in you is the hope for a transformation that we imagine, that many of us have worked towards, but we are not yet there. I wish to thank all of the students and the faculty, all of those who made it possible for me to have this rare honor to address leaders in this country, because you are leaders today, not tomorrow, right now. and to speak at a university that has influenced my life tremendously. When I left the College of the Bahamas, there were some that no doubt celebrated. After all, I had led numerous protests at the College of the Bahamas. I was arrested and placed on trial for one of those demonstrations on Bay Street. But the truth of the matter is that I formed lifelong friends as a result of the activism. We believed then, as we believe now, that young people ought to be engaged in the social transformation of a country. They ought to comment on the political state of a country. And they ought to seek to influence the direction of the country. And we know that that is the mission that each of you is on. You are leaders. And the truth is, leadership is not guaranteed. I am told it is only yours for as long as you are prepared to continually earn it. And in much the same way you graduate today, around the world about this time, there are others who are graduating who are not thinking about the locality where they are graduating, but they are thinking about spreading their wings and enlarging their territory. And the truth is, the Bahamas is one of the stops on their journey. And that explains why in the Bahamas, persons have traveled from distant lands to the land of your birth to realize their dreams, and not just dreams that will secure them, but will secure their grandchildren, while many Bahamians languish on the side, having not worked hard enough, smart enough, consistently enough to compete. But I'm happy that you represent the difference. You understand that you are graduating into a global economy where your competition is essentially global. And I'm happy that the College of the Bahamas has equipped you not just with the right skill set, but I believe the right mindset to appreciate that your degree, your diploma, your certificate is not just about you, it is about us. It is about our community. You're graduating at a pivotal time in our nation's history. We have just come through the worst recession since the Great Depression, and we have fared well. We're still standing. And the truth is, we did have a contraction in our economy, but it's safe to say that we are turning the corner. It is safe to say that we still enjoy a standard of living that is envied in this region. Our tourism product, while it has faltered, has still afforded us a unique position where persons from around the world still consider us one of the key destinations of choice. Our financial services sector is also one of the leading sectors, not just in this country, but in this region. And daily, the experts are seeking to introduce new products. They are seeking to be more responsive to our clients worldwide. All is not lost. But on the other hand, we do have some challenges, graduates. And amidst your celebration, I just ask you to pause and consider the responsibility, the awesome responsibility you have. No mother in the Bahamas, no mother present here, no father, believed that when they were giving birth to their child, that their child could be a victim or a perpetrator of murder. But in 2013, that is a frequent narrative. No parent who joined us tonight anticipated that they would spend scarce resources seeking to bail out or pursue the freedom of a son or a daughter who is incarcerated for some crime they may or may not have committed. But this is a part of our reality today. Despite all of our allocations to transform the lives of Bahamians, there are some who still lack basic necessities, lack running water in the 21st century, in 2013, in an affluent country such as ours. All is not lost, but certainly, graduates, all is not well. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful because you will exceed the expectation that it will be business as usual for yet another graduating class. Because you know, the notion is that in the Bahamas, we have become so individualistic that when persons graduate, they are now in a better position to increase their income earning capacity, and so they will be on a personal run with very little consideration for the community that nurtured and groomed them. But you are wiser than that. You understand clearly that one can be absolutely brilliant, tremendously wealthy, but do not enjoy the quality of life because the community around you suffers. And that those who we did not reach with a nugget of truth or wisdom reaches us with a 9mm. You understand that it's not just about you. And I'm hopeful because of the great things you will do in the future. Many of you have graduated with degrees in education. And I'm encouraged because I believe that each time you go into the classroom, you have this wonderful opportunity to shape our future as you shape the young children that are entrusted in your care. The truth is, you have the ability every single day to fashion the kind of future that we have imagined. Consider for a moment that the two main pillars of this economy, tourism and financial services. Those that substantially own it, we can put them in a relatively small aircraft because it is that few persons, and we can fly them out of the Bahamas. But those of you that studied business, I know that you are not thinking like my generation who were thinking about upward mobility in existing companies. You are thinking ownership. You are thinking about how can I not only own a piece of this pie, but it appears that there are pies around the world that are ripe for the carving. And so no longer will we encourage the bickering, the pointing to those who come from different cultures and who have cast their lot with us. We celebrate the difference, the diversity, and welcome their contribution. But we are also mindful that there is more of this land that you can and must possess. So graduates, I am hopeful. You are graduating into a world where real time means real time. It's that time between when it is demanded by your clients and you deliver it. You are graduating at a time where you are able to disregard the major media networks and you could communicate with the world directly. I mean, you're graduating at an amazing time. I don't want to date myself, but the truth is, when I did research at many of your ages, we had to go to the library. And if the librarian was in a good mood, we can get good information about a person, place, or thing. But you are able to slip your telephone, reliably informed, lots of S4s are out there, and you can research almost any subject in an instant. With this convenience opens opportunities for us to communicate with and influence the world beyond these borders. You are graduating at an exciting time. Do not confine yourself just to the Bahamas. We expect that you would contribute to the development of this country. But the truth of the matter is, we also export talent to influence the world.